Dr. Ramesh Raina, I'll begin with you, sir. I hope you can hear me. Dr. Raina?
Yes.
So what did you make of the Sankalp Patra that has been put out by the Bharatiya Janata Party? Of course, there have been many problems in the last few years when it comes to the resettlement and the Ghar Wapsi, and of course a safe environment for Kashmiri Pandits in Jammu and Kashmir. But do you think, though this is on paper, it's a good start?
Before I talk of the Sankalp Patra released by the Bharatiya Janata Party on 6th of September 2024, we will have to go a little back, almost a decade back, when the then President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, read the presidential text in the Parliament on behalf of the government of BJP in 2014. Rehabilitation of Kashmiri Pandits was prominently there, and it figured very prominently there. Thereafter, for all these 10 years, we have been in wait. We have been waiting all these years that something or the other will happen. And during the process, what happened? BJP came in power twice. One with Mufti Muhammad Said and then another with Mehbooba Mufti. There was a mute and total silence. But today's Sankalp Patra, it has a lot of promise. I would rather call it a people's manifesto in the sense that it is a very progressive Sankalp Patra. Why? Because it has everything for every section of the society. It has something for students, it has something for old age ladies, it has something for domestic ladies, it has something for development, it has something for overall welfare of the state. Compare it with other manifestos, for example, released by National Conference, for example, released by this Sajjad Loan. These are Kashmir-centric manifestos. Kashmir-centric manifesto means, for example, Farooq Abdullah is harping on the theme of restoration of Article 370, so is Sajjad Loan. Not only that, but this National Conference goes a step higher up when it says that we will rename Shankaracharya as Takht-e Sulaiman and Hari Parbat as Kohimaran. That means that Kashmir, they are pushing towards greater Islamization of Kashmir. Not only that, when it comes to the greater Islamization of Kashmir, so that means secularism is also being Islamized in the sense that it has to be Kashmiri Muslim first, both in policy and practice. Now, having said that, the BJP Sankalp Patra, whatever they have promised, for example, they have promised welfare board for Kashmiri Pandits. They have even gone to the extent of saying that we will take inputs from Kashmiri Pandits, which is a welcome step, and I do welcome that. Not only that, Tiklal Teplu rehabilitation scheme. Let me tell you, Tiklal Teplu is not a very ordinary person. Tiklal Teplu was vice of Bharatiya Janata Party, and not only that, he was vice of Bharatiya Jansangh, earlier avatar of Bharatiya Janata Party. And when Tiklal Teplu was killed, Kashmiri Pandits lost the lone political voice in Kashmir, and that was a great loss for Kashmiri Pandits. I would rather say, had Tiklal Teplu been alive, probably we would have not had to leave that place as migrants, so on and so forth. But I'm only surprised, why did it take 35 long years for BJP to acknowledge and to recognize the services of Tiklal Teplu? That is $1 million question. As far as the Sankalp Patra of BJP is concerned, it is very good. I appreciate it. It is a welfare, and it has definitely something for Kashmiri Pandits compared to the other regional parties who have a band-aid treatment for Kashmiri Pandits. But here, one thing is absolutely important. They have been silent on the anti-Kashmiri Pandit ecosystem in existence in the Valley of Kashmir. The first and foremost and the most important part of the story is they have not talked about the demolition of the anti-ecosystem of Kashmiri Pandits, though they have said that we will eradicate terrorism. Okay, fine. But how are they going to demolish the anti-Kashmiri Pandit ecosystem? You can understand, Kashmiri Pandits continue to be victims of hybrid terrorism there. Only a few months back, I think a year back, somebody went into the office of Rahul Bhatt and was gunned down in the office in presence of so many people. this hybrid terrorism continues to be there, and this hybrid terrorism is mostly directed towards non-Muslims, that is Kashmiri Pandits and rest of the Hindus. Therefore, the major portion, the major thing that has been left out of this manifesto is how are we going to demolish this anti-Kashmiri Pandit ecosystem? You see, we have to understand the manifesto of National Conference, the manifesto of Sajad Loan, it is an ideologically driven manifesto. It is only Kashmiri centric and it's trying to please Kashmiri Muslims. And the renaming of National Conference of this Shankaracharya and Hari Parvat has given scare, it has scared minorities of the place, because if that is going to happen, how are they going to rehabilitate Kashmiri Pandits? So these few things it's a $1 million question for all of us to respond. I believe that the National Conference and other political parties
Okay, let me, you made some valid points, sir. Let me